Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Bossfish Games. I am your host, the enlightened, excited, and super happy to be back, Eddie V. Joining me is the one, the only, Mr. Bossman himself, Mr. Courty Dirrig. Yes!
I hear we're doing a podcast. Is that still a thing we're doing? Are we still doing this?
Yes, we are. And everybody, we have the talented TikToker herself, Miss Courty Yikes. Yes!
Hello, gamers.
Serving us.
She's back with new hair.
Yeah, she is serving us hair, looks, everything. Yes.
I looked back at all the videos and I was like, oh god, I gotta let my hair down sometimes.
That's what I said, but then I realized I didn't have any, so I wear a hat. Also, I thought about retiring the hat for so long that it's been too long, and now it's part of the look.
Right, it's
and
like
now
your logo.
I can never not wear the hat.
Right.
I think we have never did an episode, Corey, without you without the hat.
I know. It's fine.
You know, it literally is your signature look. You
It
know,
is.
as podcasters, we kind of sometimes have a signature look. But everybody, we are back from our 2-week break. There's been a tons of games we've been playing, tons of food we acquired, some great Christmas presents that we have been given, and maybe given to ourselves.
You guys got Christmas gifts?
Yes.
So we got a jam-packed show, and everybody, we are finally doing our game of the year for Nintendo Pow Block. What would take it? What game? You know, we really don't know, but we are excited. But before we get into that, everybody, it's time for Snacktendo! Yes! Courty, you got snacks.
I got
You want to know
snacks.
what they are.
Well, it's only one. And see, we should have done a December one, but we didn't.
Can I tell you, Courtney?
I had to show love.
Can I tell you, I got 3 boxes from Target after Christmas.
Yes, the discounted price is like
That's
75% off.
What is it?
It's
could be
Queen
great.
Anne's. It's like
I don't know what that
deliciousness.
is.
It's a chocolate covered strawberry. Cherry.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Could be strawberry. That would be
They
good
know-
too.
Yeah, they normally
The only
do
thing
it
I like
for-
covered in chocolate is chocolate.
I
They
don't
normally
know.
do it for Valentine's Day. Like they go all out. But this year for like Christmas, it was almost everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, there was a lot of them. There's some other ones. I don't know the other names of them, but they have like a knockoff brand of those, and those ones are good too.
I got the dark chocolate one.
Yes!
And then there is Cellos or Cellos, Cello.
Yes.
Those are the other ones. But I like these because the chocolate is richer and the syrup of the cherry is just so delicious.
Yes.
And plus these are fatty fat ones. So
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Anyways.
So is that all you've been snacking on?
Yeah, low key. I've eaten everything else, but anything that was covered in chocolate, I ate it this week. So,
Okay.
woo!
Corey, what have you been snacking on?
Man, I've actually been pretty sick the last couple days.
No.
But I tried to eat anyway. Yesterday we went over to my sister-in-law's for a New Year's party thing and got we had pizza and buffalo chicken dip and pigs in a blanket and all these things that people like, and so I ate some of that, and and today we had leftovers, and that's kind of it. I kind of forget how long it's been since we've done one of these episodes, so
Yes.
So I picked up, everybody knows me. I love to go to the Pepperidge Farm outlet in Kenosha, Wisconsin. In
You
Pleasant
do?
Prairie. Yes, I love. So I got some Chunky's sirloin burger with country vegetable soup.
Mmm.
I didn't know that
Chunky.
they make I didn't know they made this, but puff style chicken pot pie. So
Nice.
I'm going to be trying that. Of course, if I'm going to go there, I got to get the cookie stuff. But I got some golden butter pepper fry
Mm.
crackers. I didn't know they made any, so it's good that I got to see it. Um, I got the soft baked milk chocolate. Um, some Milano's dark chocolate sea salt cookies. Very
Yeah.
interesting because I never seen it, and then never knew this, but they got Goldfish limited edition Dunkin' pumpkin spice graham crackers
Okay.
of
That's
the
different.
Goldfish. Exactly. But everybody, I have found literally the drink of the year of 2022, but actually the drink of 2023. The Sunkist Cherry Limeade. We super got it from the store, and I this is the best because it really tastes like a cherry flavor, and it does you do have some lime in it, but that's mostly at the aftertaste. It goes down smoothly when you drink it. I didn't know that's this. I guess this is a new flavor for Sunkist, because their pineapple one was okay, but it wasn't all of that. This cherry limeade one, oh, it's the best. If you are a soda drinker or pop drinker, and you see this in the stores, I do recommend to get it. It goes well with any meal. I had some pizza and stuff, and it went well with that. It's just so good. I had to get the 12 pack, and all our 12 packs at my job are gone. For it. So hopefully we get a 20 ounce started, in our store because we got the strawberry lemonade sun kiss, and the regular orange sun kiss, but we don't have this as a 20 ounce. So hopefully we start getting that. But and this is the other one, the Settlers.
Heck yeah.
Uh, Thank you Target for having your stuff 50 to 70% off on the snacks and
Man,
stuff. I everybody, I am planning to cut back on some of the sugar and stuff. I still got to order my Ring Fit Adventure, which I wonder if Target can have it. They have it. I'll go pick it up tomorrow.
it was on sale at GameStop for $54.99.
Oh,
In
nice.
case you were wondering, I got that notification from our friends over at Cheap Ass Gamer and Wario 64.
Yes.
You know,
Nice.
those cool cats who you turn on notifications and it tells you every deal imaginable.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Cheap is so good. He be on it with the deals, or they be on it with the
Yeah.
deals. I'm like, yeah, this is the way to
Did you know they had a podcast? I had no idea.
go. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's called the CAGcast. CAGCAST.
Oh, I
I
gotta
had
listen
no
to
idea.
this. Didn't know neither. Uh,
That's fine.
But yeah, everybody, it did. Lastly, before we move on, I have my traditional cheeseburger deluxe. It's a staple for New Year's
Shocker.
Day. Because like after church on New Year's Eve, when it hit New Year's Day, me and my family go to this particular family restaurant, and we get food from there. And I normally get the cheeseburger deluxe to start the year off because, of course, it's a comfort food and it's well known. But it's just something I grew up with at that place. And also for the soup, they had chicken and rice, cream of chicken and rice. They didn't give us no bread though, but oh man, it was
Jerks.
the whole bowl was gone, and I fell asleep.
Yeah.
That was a
Did y'all do
shocker.
any of like the New Year's luck thing you have to do? Like
The
eat
what?
Uh,
cabbage,
Oh, no.
uh,
No, no, no,
eat
no,
12
no.
grapes,
Nope.
oh no, mm-mm.
all the fun
Pass.
stuff. Oh,
You
Nope.
know what?
I guess it's just me.
I think because a lot of people stayed in this year for New Year's. When it came to like doing food, because some people went to church, some places didn't have church. I think a lot of people just went to some of the restaurants and picked up food and
Yeah.
went home and stayed because I didn't really see any sales in alcohol or anything. I know the police were out, but like even when I got out of work, like really no one was on the road or anything. And
Really?
no people were really saying that they was going to Chicago. A lot of people were just like, I'm gonna ring in the new year and then go to bed.
Hmm.
So, um,
Nice.
yeah.
Neat.
But yes, but everybody, it's time for Play with Power. Corey, I'm going to start with you with Playing with Power because over the week, like all three of us, we probably played a lot of games
Oh my gosh, I
across.
probably played like 30 different video games. It was ridiculous. So I'm not gonna talk about all of them here. I'm gonna do the list. Okay, I'm gonna do the list, but I'm only gonna talk about a couple of them. I promise. So Fortnite, Destiny 2, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Elden Ring, Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy 7, Reunion, Bayonetta 3, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Super Perils of Baking, uh, Near Automata, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon Frozen Wilds, Shovel Knight Dig, Mario plus Rabbids, uh, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, Fire Emblem Warriors. Also played some Breath of the Wild and some other game and Mario 3D World.
Can I tell you, a lot of people are re-downloading Breath of the Wild to start.
I know. I noticed a lot of people were like, you know what? It's time to replay it. We're gonna get excited. My thing is like I would have, if this was last year, I probably should have restarted it last year, like in January or February.
Mm.
But I'm afraid if I put like 150 hours into that game and you go into another game that's that big, like, aren't you gonna feel a little bit of burnout? But also, it's Nintendo and Zelda fans, and we're all crazy, so probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wonder when do we want to catch up on Breath of the Wild to get ready for Tears of the Kingdom?
I think maybe April, like the beginning of April, we should do
I
like
don't
a
know.
like either like an expansion pass or something on like a
Mm.
story thing to catch people up or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
because I
down.
think because I know if we get a Nintendo Direct and we see an update of
It's the
what they're going
first
to talk
episode
about.
and we already brought up a Nintendo Direct. We're we're 12 minutes in.
Let's
I,
go.
I know, but I think
Nintendo's built different, you know?
yeah. But you know
It's
what?
true.
I actually this might actually be an expansion pass, and I don't know if we've ever talked about this, Corey. And Corey, I kind of want to hear your opinion about it. But I think with the Nintendo Direct itself, I was asking myself in my mind, have the Nintendo Directs gotten better with every console or handheld release? So kind of starting. I think they started off with the Wii, or
Wii U,
was
I
it Wii
think.
U?
No, it was
Okay.
the Wii U because remember their last press conference was that Nintendo Land demo that was like
Mm,
really bad, and the
okay.
reveal of the Wii U.
Okay. So I
So
think like Wii U and 3DS, and then going to like 3DS and Switch, um, it or primary or it might have been DS, but the way that that it evolved, because I was thinking about, I'm like that the Nintendo Direct had Iwata era, had a Reggie era, and then they did like the listing, and now we gotta have like Kazumi doing it. So it's kind of like almost 4 or 5 eras in that time, and I kind of feel like the show evolved to be, evolved to be better. And I was wondering, do you think it's because of the consoles that came out? But uh, just quickly, Courtney, your thoughts, because I think that'll be a good expansion pass to discuss something
Yes.
about that.
It should definitely be a good expansion pass, but I feel like I don't know.
I
They're
feel
just built
like
different.
yeah, or or hear me out. Hear me out. I know we want to start spoiler alert this year, which is the spoiler cast episode stuff. And that's across Bostros. That's not just this show. I thought about doing it just this show, but I think we're going to do it across the board. What if what if we kicked off spoiler alert instead of doing our Death's Door one first? What
Mm-hmm.
if we did a Breath of the Wild spoiler cast going into
Do it.
Tears of the Kingdom?
I
I
mean, yeah.
almost called it Breath of the Wild too. Got to get that out of my head. I cannot keep Tears of the Kingdom in my head, and I just think it's because we haven't said it enough and talked about it enough, which is wild. but we don't have enough to talk about. So. Also, would we want to do Age of Calamity in there and kind of like morph the conversation around that?
We can.
Or do we want to do them as two separate ones? Also, I'm really side tangent again. I know I realize I just asked a question, but I'm going to talk over that question anyway. I'm upset at the idea that Skyward Sword would be the first game in this trilogy of games that Nintendo Life suggested. Very upset by this.
Why?
Anyways, because I don't want it. I don't want it to be true. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
But thank you for the first side tangent of the year, Courty.
You're welcome.
Woo!
I
15 minutes in.
I literally
Nailed
feel
it.
like that is going to be our word again of the year. What's the Nintendo slang word of the year? Side tangent.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah. But I think that's a question we're going to say for expansion pass, because I really want to have that discussion about it, because I'm interested in my mind, and I'm just like, because I've been watching some directs and some of the past ones and new ones. I'm like, man, these things got good over time and stuff. So
Yeah.
But Courty, what games did you want to talk about out of that list?
All right. So first, I'm going to talk about Crisis Core. It is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII. So when I got a PlayStation 5 here. Okay.
Nice.
That's all right. I actually, like, aside from the games that are on it, I actually really prefer Xbox and Switch over this thing, but we'll save that for a different conversation. Actually, we're going to have that conversation on the Boss Wars podcast on Wednesday. So, anyways, Crisis. I downloaded the reason why I started playing Crisis Core is because the Final Fantasy VII remake is part of the extra tier of the PlayStation Plus subscription, and I am thinking of playing the games in order, and so I thought I should play Crisis Core before I move into Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I got through the prologue and am in the first chapter. The combat is super fun. The combat is really, really fun. It feels like a really almost kind of like Devil May Cry style action, almost. Not quite that stylized, but like super fast and fluid and fun. And I think Zack is I know everybody loves Zack, and like I haven't gotten to that point to where I'm like, I don't understand why everybody loves Zack yet, but you know, I'm only a couple hours in, and I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy VII person anyway. I actually have never finished Final Fantasy VII, so there's that too, kind of, you know, whatever.
You don't know the full story of Final Fantasy VII. Okay.
Yeah, and so I've been playing that. It's really fun. It's really fluid. I like the combat. I like the just the battle system is fun. And that opening, man, with him on the train is super cool. Like, I really like that entire kind of scene.
Yes.
And I got really into Fortnite with my nephews this past break, and it's been really fun to just kind of play it.
Didn't you say you weren't gonna play it though?
I did.
When that was on your list, I was like, wait a minute, didn't you just?
It's probably the game I spent the second or third most amount of time in, actually. But yeah, I've been playing with them. We've been doing the no build mode, so like it feels more like a real game instead of like a kid's game. Sorry, everybody. And I've been having a lot of fun, and got some cool skins. I unlocked the Doom guy on my battle pass, so that was cool. I unlocked a bunch of Christmas stuff, so my Doom guy has a white costume on with, like, when I jump out of the battle bus, he's got these little demon fire flame thing and like a little Rudolph backpack on, so that's funny.
That's sick.
It is sick. It's really funny. And like I'm running around with a giant nutcracker hammer. It's super cool. So yeah, we've played a lot of that. I got my first victory royale in Fortnite. It's been out for
Hey.
5 years. Finally got one. So that was super cool. But the last game out of all these games, by the way, Pokemon Legends of Arceus, shout out to that game.
Yes.
Way better than I expected. Bayonetta, have some thoughts on that. Actually, I'm gonna talk real quick about Bayonetta 3 real quick. Character models of like the main characters, beautiful, great character models. Love the character models. The environments are, I feel like somebody upresed my PS2. It like the cityscapes and like the water and stuff, like that opening scene with the boat with the cruise ship is like really bad. Like really bad.
Yeah.
I hate it. I absolutely hate the way it looks. It plays good. It's fun, but man, this game is just showing the how archaic the technology in the Switch is, and that nobody knows how to use the technology like Nintendo does. Right?
Yeah.
Man, I want Bayonetta to exist, but I want it to exist on better hardware, and hopefully that comes sooner than later, which we'll get to in I don't know, probably 45 minutes from now. But anyways, the last game, guys, the game of Break. Okay, the game is Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you about.
Oh no! Before you go, I already can hear Grayson say yes.
It's his fault. No, actually, so I was sitting with my daughter actually, and I was trying to like I'm I'm slowly trying to gauge her interest in games and seeing if she's interested at all or whatnot. And we played that. She like I know she loves Disney and like Mickey Mouse and Minnie and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, we'll try this. You know that Disneyland game where you can walk around Disneyland and collect coins and do all kinds of stuff on Game Pass.
Yes.
We tried that. It was okay. It was kind of dumb, kind of boring. So I was like, you know what? Why don't we try Disney Dreamlight Valley? And like, I knew it was kind of Animal Crossing ish. I didn't know how much Animal Crossing it was.
Yeah.
So we played it. We played it for like, I don't know, 45 minutes or whatever. And I'm like, and she had like no interest because I had to do all this stuff before we even got to talk to any of the characters or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, I'll play a little bit, and then the next day we'll come back and I'll show her all the cool characters that I unlocked. That night I played for like 2.5 hours. I was like, oh my gosh, this game is amazing. This game is incredible. And then I went back and showed her like the next day, like, oh look, here's Scrooge and here's Goofy and here's Mickey. And she was like, after like 10 minutes, she had no interest. And I'm like, well, I'm interested. So let me tell you, I've unlocked 2 new areas in the valley. I've unlocked 2 realms in the castle. I'm friends with Moana. I'm friends with Kristoff and Anna and Elsa from Frozen. I'm doing all kinds of tasks. I'm upgrading Goofy's little cart. It's amazing. I've gone fishing with Mickey. I cooked him some fish sandwiches to try to bring Minnie back. It's amazing.
Do you feel that you're making progress and feeling more accomplished in Disney Dreamlight
Then what? Then Animal Crossing?
the Animal Crossing?
Oh yeah, I stopped playing Animal Crossing after like 3 hours. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Sorry. I was like, no. Tom Nook's an idiot. Although Scrooge McDuck is the Tom Nook of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Okay, he's always asking for money. He's always asking you to invest in things. I'm like, dude, go swim in your big money pit tower. Okay, we all know how DuckTales starts out. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm having a blast, and I have all these tasks, and the Christmas event just happened, and I finished the mini Christmas kind of quest line, and I got the Christmas outfit from Merlin from Sword in the Stone, and I got Mickey's Christmas outfit, and now they're running around the valley in Christmas outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's a good time. It's a good time. Also, there's a cloud save, so not only can I play on my Xbox on my TV, but when I lay down and go to bed and start watching something on TV, I can transfer it over to my Switch and play it there.
Ah, did you did you own it on Switch?
Yeah,
Uh,
sure do. Sure do,
so
Ed.
what systems you own it for? Just Switch and Xbox, or just Switch?
Well, it's on Game Pass. So,
Oh, it's on
see?
Game Pass. Okay.
See, Ed? There it is. Okay. Right there.
Actually, can I say does look beautiful on the OLED?
Yeah, it's actually pretty ugly. It's actually a pretty ugly game. But it's in early access still. It's
Mm-hmm.
actually not coming out till next summer, like fully. It's a free to play game. But on Game Pass, you get like the whatever the $30 edition is on Game Pass right now, which is the Founders Edition, and it gives you like, extra coins and Dreamlight moons and, harvesting stuff. Like it gives you some extra stuff, and then there's like a $50 edition and a $70 edition that gets you extra cosmetics and, dream moons and all this other stuff to help you kind of progress faster, obviously. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm playing it a lot. I've put like 12 hours into this game over the last week.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But man, dude, this game, it's addicting. It's addicting. If you like Animal Crossing, I highly, highly recommend Disney Dreamlight Valley. And if you really want to know how I feel about it, wait till we get to our Game of the Year lists.
Yes.
Just saying. Recency biased, I'm sure, but
Well, it's Disney,
anyways.
of course. So happy to hear that, though. I am really happy to hear that.
It's amazing. Get it. Buy it. Multiplayer coming in the spring.
I'm glad you like it because you're all like, oh, I don't know if I want to spend that. I don't know if I want to get it. I think it's overhyped. And now you got it and you're like, no, it's worth it.
It is. It's good. It's the best. It's great.
All right, Courty, what have you been playing with Power?
All right. So, like, what, my top games or?
Or no, just the games that you've been playing.
Oh,
yeah.
So I finished Apex. It was nice. I didn't.
You finished it? You beat the Apex?
No, not like I finished the 30 days. I was terrible at it the whole time. I think I got up to level like 72 and only had like two victory things. I'm still learning it, but I had fun with it. I played that all month, and then I've been playing Genshin Impact.
Ooh, that's on PlayStation and PC, right?
It is, yes. I think it's on really everything. I think it's already on Switch.
Not going to happen.
Oh, it's not on Switch.
No,
they promised Switch, and it's been almost 5 years.
Yeah, the game hasn't even been out for 5 years.
So it's been Sky then that I've been playing on the Switch because it also has like the same vibe, but Sky's good. Sky, I think it's like Light of Children of the Light.
Oh yeah, it's the that game company, the team that did Journey and Flower and Flow.
Yes.
Yeah, because they mentioned Sky coming to Switch at the Game Awards.
Yeah. Sky should already be on Switch, I believe. Yeah.
Did they release?
Yeah, it's weird because it's a free to play game too. I don't understand how they monetize that game, but I'm not.
I don't know.
I don't know other things. I don't know.
Yeah, we need answers for that. But it was really good. And then I don't know if we're talking about the Game of the Year yet or not. But
not
after the Aurora concert that they had on Sky, chef's kiss. It was so good. And, like, I got all teary eyed. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I re-downloaded this. And then I got hooked on it afterwards. So I've been playing that a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, for me, Courty kind of shared part of this list, but Stranger Paradise I've been playing, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy Reunion, Bayonetta 3, Pokemon Scarlet I've been playing. And then the games that I like personally been playing, I played Bot Gaiden, Litter Gator Game, Aka, which is like you're this raccoon who's trying to like help people around in the forest and stuff. It has some performance problems, so I was waiting for it to get fixed. So I'll look back to it a little bit later. River City Girls 2.
Mm,
Oh my goodness, this game is so much fun.
that's the ad game. There it is.
It's a great beat 'em up, great soundtrack. Some of the songs sound like they're from the first game, but Mega Ran is in it. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like Mega Ran. He's a
Nice.
rapper who does video game stuff, and he's in the background rapping while you beating folks up on the basketball court. But it's like River City Girls is really good. Started Sonic Frontier up on Series X. The Callisto Protocol I've been playing a little bit more of. I know David really loves this game. Um, and I think LeBron finished it, but I gotta ask him. But that one I'm going to be returning to Tiny Tina's Wonderland on Series X. Really fun. It's funny, but it's really good. Of course, it's still like Borderlands, but
Yeah,
um,
but it looks like it, like I know it has like the D&D kind of vibe to it,
yeah,
but like it just feels like it's less. I don't know. I I don't really know how to describe Borderlands except for like middle school humor. Like it
yeah,
like I mean, I know that Tiny Tina still has some of that in it, but it's like a little less harsh, I would say. A
yeah.
little less toilet humor and more like thoughtful writing, it seems. At least from the outside looking in. I I know it was on sale and I almost got it and I was like, "Nah, I'm going to wait because I feel like it's going to be one of those games that's like $15 next spring or next summer and that'll be the
Yeah.
time I jump in."
So I know it came out and it just didn't get no coverage. Like nobody was talking about it, and so that's why I
Well, I,
snagged it.
I
Cause
just
like,
feel like everybody's like between the Randy Pitchford kind of fiasco and Borderlands 3,
mm,
I feel like there's a lot of Gearbox slash Borderlands fatigue, even though it had been so long since Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3, right? Like,
yeah,
I just feel like a lot of people were just done with that studio in general, right? And them doing something that's not called Borderlands always kind of is, people kind of like side eye it. Like, I mean, remember Battleborn and Duke Nukem Forever? Like,
mm.
mm, you know,
Even the new Tales of the Borderlands when that one dropped out, it's just like it didn't get. Nobody was like looking for or talking about it because I think it just there was like no promotion for it. And I know with Tina Wonderland, like that was supposed to be a big thing for E3, but they didn't show nothing. I think it's like maybe a little bit down the line. That's when they showed some gameplay, and people were just like, "Oh, this came out," and
yeah.
it just literally got steamrolled over. Played some Near Automata. Definitely enjoying that on Switch. Um,
Oh, it's so good.
Yes. Sports story. I'm still like in the beginning. Um, and it's fun. Chained Echoes though. It's. I know people are loving it, and don't get me wrong, it's a great JRPG, but it's very odd to me. It's an odd 16-bit style RPG. It's of course it's shadowing Chrono Trigger to me in its feel, but I think it's the like it feels like the game doesn't have not experience points level kind of
Hmm.
system. When you beat something, you get like 12 experience points or something, and so it really don't it doesn't feel like I'm going to be able to grind in it, even though I want to, so I can get powerful and everything. It just feels very weird on how this game was designed, and I think it's the grinding aspect that is not in the game that I'm just finding it weird and stuff. But it's really fun to play. Don't get me wrong; it's a really great JRPG that's out there. And like I said, Sonic Frontiers is fun on Series X. Very enjoyable. Um, Strangers of Paradise is going to take a little while to get into, but I am enjoying it. I will say that. I know Corey, you mentioned Final Fantasy Crisis Core gameplay and everything. I really feel like it's the the battle system feels smoother than Final Fantasy VII Remake for some reason. Even though they're kind of the same,
Mhm.
I feel like uh, reunions just feels better. And I think it's because of being able to roll quicker and
Mhm.
attack enemies closer. So it kind of feels
What do
like
you playing Reunion on?
I'm playing it on Switch.
Okay. Is it I mean, is it good? I got it on Xbox.
Hmm.
Just because like the few third party things that I bought over the last year aside from Nier have really underperformed on Switch. So I've kind of shifted away from the third party stuff on Switch. Unless it's like a port of some sort, like Persona, right? Like
Hmm.
Persona 5 or Nier, or a port that is strongly recommended, right? Because like it's just what did I get recently on Switch that was just terrible? Um, let me see. Hold on.
Third party.
Yeah. I don't remember what I purchased recently that was not very good. But it's just these the I think it was one of the Assassin's Creed games I bought this year. I think the Ezio collection,
Okay.
and it was just bad, you know. So now, like, unless it's like a older game port of some sort, like,
Hmm.
or an indie game that I'm interested in, or a Nintendo first party game, I'm shifting my focus to another platform, and hopefully, that will. I mean, I know one person can't really send a message to Nintendo like that, but like I can't. You know, I
But
wish I wish that I could, but like,
what
and that has me really worried for Hogwarts Legacy in
Well,
July.
that's the thing about it. It always feels like, and we talked about this before. It always feels like when it comes to the Nintendo version of some games, and I'm not talking about the porting developers who do it. I'm talking about people if
Mm,
it's in house and stuff. It really feels like they hold off the Switch version so they can focus on the other big ones, and then when they get back to the Switch version, they want to work on it, and it makes sometimes for some developers it feels rushed. And so, in order for it to be at a higher level standard of quality, they'll wait till they patch it and stuff and everything. But it's still that if we put our game on the other consoles, it's going to sell better than the Switch, And a lot of people know that. Well, if even if it doesn't perform well on the Switch, let me get it because it may be a hard game to find. And dude, when I tell you some of these games are hard to find, Best Buy in Kenosha, they only had 5 Nintendo games in their whole video game section. Everything was gone. Their PlayStation and Xbox stuff, even when new games came out, all full. Nintendo stuff was gone for everything. And so it's kind of just like, do a lot of people just like, do I get the Nintendo version even though the quality might not be up there and everything? And I think people can wait for the Nintendo version. Um, but if we're gonna wait, we want to make sure that they put the time and effort in. So with this Final Fantasy one, I think because it is the PSP game, just like a little bit remastered, added some oomph to it. Uh, it's not so hard to make it at a higher standard like the other consoles. Yeah, it doesn't run faster like them, but everything that I've been seeing that people have been playing with Final Fantasy Reunion has been the Switch version. If not the Switch version, maybe the PlayStation version, because no one's talking about it on Xbox at all. But like
yeah,
the Switch version for Crisis Core, everybody's been beating it on Switch, enjoying it.
yeah. I bought it on Xbox. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it did 100 close to 150,000 units. Um, and I think Nintendo had 43,000 or 48,000 of it. PlayStation had the highest, but the most people who are like showcasing the game and playing it, saying they're beating it, enjoying it, has been on Switch. So, um, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, we'll see how that happens. Because if it does poor on the other consoles in February, uh, that that June Switch version is going to be a concern.
Yeah, I
So,
guess.
but I understand, Corey, what you mean. Like, if there's a big game that you feel like will probably run better or play better on
Yeah.
Xbox or
Well,
anything
I
on
asked
laptop.
I asked Grayson on Twitter the other day about it, and he said, well, he said the Switch version was really great, and then he made a note, like he retweeted his own tweet and said, I'm having some frame rate and graphical issues in docked mode on the TV. And I was like, well, that's probably primarily how I'm going to play it anyway. So I might as well just get it on a console that I can play it that way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to buy as many of these, these Square games on Xbox to kind of, say, hey, I play on Xbox and I like these games too, because the Xbox doesn't get a lot of these games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Obviously Sony's paying to keep Final Fantasy 7 and 16 and Forspoken and some of these other games from Square off the console, right? So
Because it's their fan base, they know that they could play those JRPGs on that kind of console. Like, and definitely when it's Japan based, now with PlayStation 5 become more available, they're going to be like, let's bring a lot of their games to PlayStation 5 while still supporting the Switch and getting a healthy dose of good sales with that on Switch.
mhm.
I think Square Enix is definitely looking at Japan more than they're looking at America and stuff, because I don't know if it's true or not, but I think Square kind of feels like they don't have a JRP presence on Xbox, and that American players prefer Western RPGs than over JRPGs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so I have whatever Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest games there are. I
Mm-hmm.
have some of them on Switch, but I have them all on Xbox. Like, even Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah,
So,
I have Dragon Quest 11 on all three of them.
yeah.
So
Anyways, let's I yeah, sorry.
oh,
Anyways,
but
continue.
before we go, everybody, just want to show this came in. This is
Oh,
the
is it in a
shredder
is it in a VHS case?
case. Yes, it
That's
is.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then my copy of Stray did come in also. But
Yay.
I left that in another room and everything.
Yeah,
So those were
Stephanie actually posted that her Stray collector's edition. She opened it and put it on her Instagram or something.
mm,
So
yeah. There's one more game from Limited Run that I'm waiting for. Um, and that's Radiant Silver Gun. Um, I ordered that for them, so it may come down sometime down the line in the year. Uh, but yeah, and I also updated Shredder's Revenge because I wanted to see what the new update was, and it's fine, it's cool and everything. So, yeah. So
hmm.
I didn't do the Turtles collection because I think now you could do online play for all the games or something about
Yeah,
online
they
play is
updated a
bothering
lot
me.
of them to have online functionality, which is cool.
Okay, because we still need to play Harperstone Heist.
I know.
So, but with that, everybody, Courtney, did you have anything to share, like game wise?
Heck yeah. Well, I mean, it's a game based thing, but it's not a game based thing.
That's a game-based thing.
Oh, that's
Are those Pokemon cards?
beautiful.
Yes, oh my god.
I love
I
that
got this
box.
box. I know that's the only reason why I bought it. It's like retails for like $104 tax and all, but I got it for like $79. I was like, yeah, I'm
Nice.
gonna
Oh,
take
that's a
it.
sweet deal.
Yeah, it's got like 15 packs of cards. It's got Arceus already in it. It's got a playmat. It's got metal coins. It's got so much stuff. And it's not opened yet. I'm going to open it on stream. It's like one of my streams coming back. And then I also got these Pokemon cards.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, I also got the Eevee ones, but they're in the back room. But I'm going to open them on stream also.
Okay.
I'm so excited. I've like been wanting to open them, and I'm like, no, I have to wait till stream. I want to stream it.
They're committed. Being
Yes.
committed.
Do it. Do it. That's the thing we got to do this year. We got to be committed. We got to be,
Yes.
because we have all these ideas. We have all
We've
these
got to
things.
do it.
We got to be committed. So,
Yes.
Yes. Well, everybody, it's time for Family News.
all right, we're going to fly through Family News because I have a feeling our top 10 games of the year are going to take a while.
Yes.
And we've already had some issues with file sizes being too big for Anchor, so we're going to fly through this. I don't like to set time limits on us, but I do just in terms of file sizes, we do kind of have one, unless anybody has a good compressing tool that they can share with me. I like that very much. Anyways, we have two news stories that we're going to talk about. I wasn't planning on doing news at all today, but these two stories are too big to kind of not talk about. The first one, which is something Ed and I have had extensive conversations on and off air about.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. The Nintendo Switch mid-generation update seems to have been scrapped internally, according to Digital Foundry's John Linneman. In a recent video on the popular tech channel, Linneman said, quote, "So I think at one point internally, from what I can understand from talking to different developers, is that there was some sort of mid-generation Switch update planned at one point, and that seems to be no longer happening, ellipsis. And thus, it's pretty clear that whatever they do next is going to be actual next-generation hardware," end quote. Now, none of this has been confirmed. We are nearing the console's 7th year on the market, 2 more years than we normally get in Nintendo generations. President Shintaro Furukawa stated that the Switch would have about a 10-year life cycle, bringing the release of the new console to 2027. The current thought across the industry is spring of 2025 at the moment. We assume the mid-generation Switch model was supposed to be incorporated into the OLED model in 2021, but obviously that wasn't the case. It's probably about time. 2025, spring 2025 seems about right.
Yeah.
Obviously 2023, we've got a bunch of huge titles already. Zelda and a Metroid announcement is imminent, according to according to Insider Gaming, Tom Warren, who is a fairly reputable insider. So there's a lot. Fire Emblem, obviously. So yeah, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on this? You think it's time for next gen hardware in 2025?
No.
I mean, it's 2 years from now, and that's 3 years longer than we normally get in a Nintendo generation. So
I wouldn't say 25. I would probably say 26. Because I think now a lot of the chip shortages are getting they're kind of fixing it and everything. So, and definitely, Nintendo would want to go with a custom chip shortage. So if they could offer them something better, customer wise, and what we thought what would be in it will actually be more and better. I think it's going to take a little bit more time to it. I think once a lot of the PlayStations and the Series X's roll out, and even if they get like revision versions, Nintendo will probably be like, okay, the beefy ones, they got their stuff out the way. We could get our new ideas out. We got our R&D ready to go. Let's get our new console ready to go. There's no chip problems. People could go in the stores and buy them. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to go to eBay and deal with all of these crazy prices. You know, everything that we used to do in the video game business before the pandemic is kind of back. So bam, let's roll out and let's make sure that the partners that we get that are making games are ready, ready and set to go to roll out with these games and stuff. Let's get some strong indies. Let's get maybe some ports from some of the third parties, and let's make sure that we got a nice looking Mario game, a nice Kid Icarus game, a nice Smash Brothers Melee. Is Mario Kart ready? Mario Kart 9 ready to roll out? Let's get that ready to go. Like they want to come out and knocking it out on a
I
stronger
don't think
system.
we're getting another Mario Kart this generation. I think that's
Oh,
going to be the launch game for the next console. To be
that's
honest,
what I mean. That's what I mean for the next console.
yeah,
They want to have a strong lineup if they're going to have this more powerful or powerful system and everything,
yeah.
stuff. So I think I want to say 25. I think 26. They still have a chance though to make still switch with some more powerful chips. But
Yeah.
if they're gonna do something new, they're gonna go out all out doing something new.
That's the thing. I have like mixed feelings about it, but Courty, I want to ask you first. What do you, I mean, do you think 2025 is too soon? I mean, it's to me like the Switch still feels sort of like a new console to me,
Yep.
but also like it has been we're entering its 6th year, and specifically like Sonic Frontiers and Pokemon and a couple other games this year have really kind of shown the technical limitations of the console, we'll say.
For sure. I think that what they're trying to do is that they're observing what happened because the Switch came out before the pandemic. So they're like, okay, like PlayStation, it took them how long for, everyone to really get a PlayStation?
2
And they're
years.
like, oh, okay, we don't really want to do that. We want to make sure, everyone gets the console. And then in the beginning of the Switch, because I was working at GameStop at that time, they literally only had like maybe 10 titles tops that was ready to drop. And they were also like under the prices too. Like they were cheap and everyone ended up buying them. I did that. I did the bulk buy. I bought the Switch. And then I was done after like 6 months. And I was like, okay, come on. I need some new stuff. And they're like, oh, well, we'll update the game. Well, so I think that they're learning their lesson from what happened to the Switch and then what's happening during the pandemic. So I feel like they're gonna hit hard, like Ed said, about dropping it with a big bang. They want to make sure they have all their games. They might, I don't know. I feel like
They gotta they gotta
they have to do it right.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, Courty. My thing is they have to sell it with a game that's not a port. I love Breath of the Wild, but that is a Wii U game, right? Through and through. You can see it. You can see how, especially when it first came out, it struggled.
Yeah.
They've obviously put a bunch of updates out to kind of smooth out those issues, but you know, I think everybody's going to be excited for what's next because the Switch was successful. Remember, Ed, everybody was concerned about the Switch because of the Wii U, because the Wii U didn't sell. The Wii U didn't have a lot of titles. They were splitting their focus between 3DS and Wii U, right? So the output, you had to have both consoles to get all the output, which I don't know. We talked a lot about this, Ed. I'm not really a handheld gamer per se. Like, I appreciate the Switch because I can play it in handheld mode, but I like to play on my TV. I have a 55-inch TV in my living room, right? That a nice, not great, but a nice TV that I bought 2 years ago, right? And I want to play it on my TV, plus like with kids and with responsibilities and stuff, like the Switch is just kind of nice to have anyway. But my thought
I feel
is
like that's also their problem is that phones are coming out and kids can just download the games off their phones instead of I need to buy the latest game.
But this is the thing with the kids thing with Nintendo. With the Switch, it's been less kids and more adults. You don't hit 3 million on this kind of game, or you don't hit 5 million on this kind of game with it being catered to kids when it's been mostly a right range of ages and stuff with it.
I mean, if you take out the Wii, the Switch has outsold almost every other piece of Nintendo home console hardware combined, right? Like, the Wii was an anomaly, but that's because that was like pre-smartphones. It had all that, shovelware on it, for lack of better terms, right? Like, it hit at the right time, and I think the Switch showed that there's still a market for handheld gaming that's not on a phone.
Yeah.
And I think, but I do think that Apple Arcade and programs like that are catching up, right, with stuff like Oceanhorn and
Mm-hmm.
what's the I always forget what the Mistwalker game is, that RPG
Phantasmia.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Which I hope comes to Switch someday. Um, and so like you look at games like that and stuff like Shovel Knight running on there, and if you get a controller like this Backbone, right, like hooks up to your phone and you can play your phone just like a Switch, and it's super awesome, right? I use it for cloud gaming for Game Pass. I use it for Apple Arcade stuff. Like it's a really nice thing to hook up to your phone. And but the thing is like Nintendo has shown that there's always going to be a market for this kind of stuff because they know how to do it best.
Yeah.
I mean, but the technology in phones is a lot nicer, right? And you look at stuff like the Steam Deck, which granted doesn't have Nintendo games, right? Technically,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're like emulating them or downloading them or whatever. But I think the popularity of the Steam Deck has shown Nintendo say, "Oh man, we might need some power to kind of handle some of this stuff."
But I think sometimes it doesn't deal with power because the thing about it is we know what Nintendo can offer with power because of the price of what they're offering their system. It has
Right.
always been the library and stuff because that was the biggest concern for Switch was is Switch going to have a library? And then you look at 2017 and you look at how many
Right. I'm not
games.
denying the library of Nintendo, like great
Mm,
Nintendo games on the Switch. It has the best library of any Nintendo console right now, right? If you include the Wii U ports and some of that, a lot of the indies and all these other
Oh,
things, right?
I'm talking
It's
about
got
the library. I'm talking about the library for everything. First, third, indie. Like,
I know, but yeah, I'm getting there, and I'm gonna
oh,
wrap my thought up here so we can get to the next story, so we can get to our game of the
okay.
year discussion. Uh, I think 2.5 years is plenty of time to say goodbye to this console, right? We've got a bunch of games coming. We know Nintendo has stuff they haven't announced yet. Whether it's new games, ports, indies, third party, like, we still got major third party games of this. Hogwarts Legacy and Midnight Suns still haven't come to Switch, right? Those are coming. And so um I think about 2.5 years is a great time to kind of say goodbye to this console. Have a new one coming in 2025, right? Do it just like the Switch. Reveal it in December, do a blowout in January, release it in March of 2025. Get us excited with maybe a new Mario game, a new Mario Kart or something. Maybe Metroid Prime, like a Metroid Prime H4K version of that, right? Like, because that game is going to come out for Switch because they already announced it for Switch,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So it's going to be a Breath of the Wild situation where that game will come out on Switch, but it'll look way shinier on the new piece of hardware, right? The other thing is that new piece of hardware has to be backwards compatible,
Oh yeah.
right? Especially the way they're pushing digital games now. It has to be. If it's not, like, that's the only reason why I still have physical Nintendo games, is because look what happened to the Wii U and the 3DS, right? Like, gone. They're going to be gone in a couple months.
Yeah, I think Nintendo is probably with the R&D department trying to figure all of that out and everything, and hopefully so. And last thing, and then I'll let you go, Corey, move on to the next story. The last thing I have to say about this is that relationship with Microsoft is going to continue to get stronger, because if
Yeah.
they can release a Call of Duty collection or whatever, if Microsoft acquires Activision, if they could release that as part of that 10-year deal, that's going to be huge, and
I,
it runs and plays great and everything.
I
That would
still
be
think
huge.
I still think Microsoft is going to still try to get some sort of curated version of Game Pass on Switch. Like,
Mm.
hey, here's our first party lineup and a few other titles we have that aren't on Nintendo, right? Like, I still feel like that's what's coming. Um, but
Yeah.
we'll see, I guess. So, uh, anyways, Courty stepped away, so we're gonna get into this next story real quick. We'll make it real quick because there's really not a lot to go on except for some leaked images here. Insider Gaming has found an apparent leak of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom OLED switches. Tom Warren has reported that this special edition will include special Zelda themed Joy-Con in a dock, complete with green and yellow markings comparable to those shown in the trailer. No other information or even a confirmation of its existence has been given, though it is assumed that this model will come with some version of the game as well. Do you guys see the pictures of this Tears of the Kingdom Switch? Have you guys seen it? I know our writing chat was freaking out about it. I think this thing is hideous. I think it's ugly.
I said, man, the thing about it is that like Courty, me and Courty talked about this. We know that they're gonna make one, that they're gonna make a Tears of the Kingdom Switch. So that's an OLED one. So that's not nothing new. When they put this design out, I was just like, Nintendo would not go for this at all.
Their Zelda collector's editions and consoles, those are always ugly. They're always ugly. The only cool things were those Joy-Con they put out a couple years ago. The Skyward Sword one. Well, I guess like a year ago. But this thing looks ugly. But the 3DSs always looked ugly, right? Like that Ocarina of Time 2DS they put out that was green and gold was so ugly. Like, I don't know why they can't just make a nice looking console. Like, the only one that I can really say looked pretty cool was the Wind Waker's Wii U. And it was just the gold trim.
The gold trim. Yeah. I think their art team, or for the console design, I think, I feel like this is a fake. Of course,
I think this is real. I think this is real, and I think this is the one that's coming.
I wouldn't make a system like this that's be coming out in May. I'm like, no, it doesn't look good. I said, meh. I feel like this is a fake. I won't believe anything until.
But it's so ugly, man. This thing is super ugly.
Ooh, excuse me.
I really hope that, like, I think this is real. I really hope that it's fake. But man, I also
could do better.
I also think gold is a really ugly color to make things in like this. Gold should be stuck to like jewelry and rings and stuff like that.
Destiny used to go and white on that PlayStation 4.
I know, and it was ugly. I hated it.
That thing looked beautiful though.
The first one was white and silver. The first Destiny PlayStation.
The first Destiny one. Okay, I thought it was they did a white and gold one though, right?
They did. Yeah. The white and gold one was for Destiny 2, I think.
2. Okay.
But the first one, the one they did for the Taken King, was silver.
Okay, because that one looked very beautiful.
Yeah, I wanted that one really bad.
Dude, I couldn't find that one anywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
But Courty, your thoughts, and then we'll move on.
I think it's fake. That's all I have to say to it.
Oh, man, I think it's real. I think this is what we're getting. I think it's really ugly.
I think as much as people have complained about it, they're going to be like, oh, no, this was just all fake. Ha, ha, ha,
Oh, either way.
It's like the same thing with Sonic.
Oh, man.
Everyone flipped off about it, and then they were like, okay, we'll push it back, and we'll actually, make it look lookable,
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our family news. We're going to do this Game Fact Advance real quick, and then we're going to get into our Game of the Year discussion, everybody. So after Game Fact Advance, I want to let everybody know that if this file size is too long, we are cutting the episode in half after Game Fact Advance and making our Game of the Year discussion its own episode. It might not happen, but if that's where it happens, then you only have about 3 minutes left in this episode. If you want to be a Patreon producer, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/BossRushMedia, and find out which tier is right for you. Our Patreon producers at the $5 tier or higher for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, and Rebecca Jewell. Thank you for your continued support. Game Fact Advance this week in Nintendo history. Nintendo took a different type of approach to gaming on the DS and 3DS family of systems. We all know this. But what you may not know is that on January 6th, 2016, one of the greatest games no one ever talked about was released in Box Boy, a sequel to the great original Box Boy, which was released in 2015. The unique puzzle platformer lets you control a Box Boy, hence the title, and place blocks down to solve platforming puzzles, find secrets, and escape the level in as few turns as possible to achieve that 3-star rating. There are 4 games in the series, including Box Boy and Box Girl on Nintendo Switch. These are digital-only titles, so you should buy them before the 3DS eShop closes for good. So 3DS has three games. It's Box Boy, Box Boy, and Bye Bye Box Boy. Those are the 3 3DS games. They are $5 a piece. Buy them before the 3DS eShop shuts down. There is Box Boy plus Box Girl on the Nintendo Switch, which is $20, but there's over 100 levels in that game. It is a stellar game. You should buy it. Box Boy, super underrated IP from Nintendo. By the way, speaking of Nintendo IP, did you know Nintendo has published at least one new IP every year since 1987 and has not missed a year?
Wow.
I read that because you look at stuff on the Switch, especially like in 3DS, like Box Boy and Good Job and moving out, stretch something, one of those. There's a UFO game that Nintendo published. They have not missed a single year since 1987 of publishing a new IP. Isn't that wild to think about?
I would like to see the list of it. What
there
game?
is? There's a list. I forget where I read it. I read it on GameFAQs. There's a whole article on GameFAQs. Just look up Nintendo IP published on GameFAQs, and you'll be able to find it. But yeah,
all right. I love Box Boy, and I love that series. It's just we're gonna get into our game of the year discussion, but the artwork and the puzzles are just so good.
It's so all the games are only in black and white, and they're only hand drawn squares, and it's just, and then you can like dress up your Box Boy and Box Girl in these different outfits that you unlock depending on how many stars you get. Oh, it's so fun.
It's the cleanness of the art.
I know. You know what other game I wish they would bring to Switch also would something with Pushmo. Pushmo and Crash Mo and Stretch Mo.
Yes.
All those games on 3DS. Oh, so
yeah.
Good. So good. Anyways, just in case everybody wonders, the Game of the Year discussion is happening now. If we go over the file size, then this is where the episode will end. And if it doesn't end here, then, well, normal episode, everybody.
Well, everybody, it's time for the Nintendo Pow Block Game of the Year discussion.
Yeah.
What would be our number one Nintendo Pow Block Game of the Year? It's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
So should I be doing the math here? Should I be keeping track?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Courty.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do this. So the way it's gonna work, okay, is everybody's choice 1 through 10. Your 10th place game is gonna get 1 point. Your 9th place game is gonna get 2 points. All the way up to your first place game is gonna get 10 points. At the end, we're going to do all of the math, and whatever game scores the highest is our game of the year. If that makes sense to everybody. So, man, I gotta keep this here. This is probably gonna be its own episode. I feel it. Scoring for Courty.
And to let everybody know, we do have some honorable mentions, and
they're not going to get any points. Honorable mentions, no points. And then after we're done, we're going to just shout out a couple games that we really enjoyed playing on the other consoles this year. So just throwing that out there. Yeah.
So
see what you signed up for, Courty. This is it.
So
I know. I just put all my 10 games. It's also not Nintendo Switch either.
She's like, she's like, oh no, my
Yeah.
camera's dying. Goodbye.
Now I have to think of other games.
well, who wants to start first?
I'll start first.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll do my honorable mentions first. So shout out to so these games might have made my list if I played them longer, and I know one of them for a fact probably would have been pretty high on my list. I didn't have time to get to my list of games to just finish hardcore. So I'm just gonna bring up like 5 or 6 of these things. Let's see. We have Triangle Strategy and Tactics Ogre Reborn, 2 strategy RPGs, which I actually really like Tactics Ogre on the PSP. And I played a little bit of it, but I just didn't play enough of it to give it a fair shake, and I think it would have been unfair for me to add it to the list. And Triangle Strategy, I appreciated what it was trying to do, and it was a really interesting tactics game. It's just in between each round of playing, there's just so much talking and conversation and stuff I didn't care about, that it so much so that it actually turned me off from playing it. But when I was actually playing the battles and stuff, it was so fun. Like the battles were so fun,
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that was okay. The Atari 50 Anniversary Collection, all those games are not very good. Most of them are actually pretty bad. But the presentation and the docu-series kind of way they set up the games, and you played some of the games while the documentary was playing, and you learned about the game as they were talking about it, was a really great presentation. Shout out to Digital Eclipse with the work they did on that, and the Ninja Turtles collection, the Cowabunga collection.
Mm-hmm.
Really clean retro kind of compilation. If you have a chance to check those out, just for the legacy and the history behind all that stuff, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful packages. And then the last kind of honorable mention I'm going to give here is Persona 5 Royal. I really like the game. I only really played it for about 2 or 3 hours, and I really think it's unfair to give a 120-hour RPG any kind of credit for playing it if you've only played it for 3 hours. So that's why it's only on my honorable mention. But I'm intrigued with the characters and the Phantom Thieves story thing, and
Great music though.
yeah,
Oh,
music's good,
so the
art
fire
style's
got
good,
yeah.
runs well. Like it gets points for running well on the Switch. Also, one of those ports that I know it's technically a PlayStation 3 game, but still runs great on the Switch.
That still blows my mind, dude, when you told me that.
What, that it came out on PS3 in Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I literally thought that game was for PS4.
Yep.
Wow.
So those are my honorable mentions.
All right. Well, go ahead, Corey. What is your number 10?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, nobody else wants to do their honorable mentions?
When we get to
Whatever. Okay, so I played about 4 hours of this game. It might have been higher. It might not have made my list, but what I played of it, I actually really, really enjoyed. Bayonetta 3.
That's top 10 though?
Yeah.
You're starting down? Dang.
yeah.
Bayonetta 3, love the story they're trying to tell. I think the characters are fun. I think Viola is one of the coolest new characters of that series. I love her punk rock kind of look with the bleach blonde hair and then the purple lipstick and the weird nasty face makeup that works for her character. How sometimes people wear makeup and it just doesn't fit them, and you're like, I don't know. I know I probably shouldn't be judging makeup. That's probably sexist or some sort of ist
No,
somewhere.
you're good.
But you know what I mean? Sometimes people try really hard and it just doesn't work with their look. And so I think it works for her. I think it's fun. I like that giant sword she wears on her back. I think it's really cool. Yeah, it definitely gets knocked a few points for some of the environmental art. Just looks really like downright bad in some points. But character models look great. The combat's fun. A little thrown off by the combat after playing so many games with the shoulder buttons being the attack buttons, and then you go to Bayonetta and it's like, oh well, jump is over here, and actually your B button that's supposed to be jump is actually like, I don't know, melee, and your X button is shooting, and you know. So Bayonetta 3 for me, number 10.
All right, Courty, what is your honorable mentions, and then what is your number 10?
Okay, well, I guess I'll name 2 honorable mentions. I really liked Grizz. It's one of like the indie games on the Switch. I really enjoyed it, but it's not on my top 10. I just like the artwork on it. I didn't really play it enough, but I really enjoyed it. That's one of my honorable mentions.
It's one of we did talk the walk for it, so if you finish it, go listen to it.
I think Lore Together just put out a podcast about Gree this week. So shout out to Lore Together. Woo!
Yes. I want to know what their next game is, because, man, I'm so interested in what they got going on next.
I want to know what the lore behind Gree is. That's what I want to know. I saw it and I retweeted it. I just haven't listened to it yet. But, man, I want to know what the sweet, sweet lore of Gree is.
Yes.
Yeah. We need to figure that one out, huh?
Yeah.
And then I would say Life is Strange is also going to be on my honorable mentions. I played the whole collection. I grinded on it. I did all the extra stories on it. It was a lot, but it's not going to be one of my tops.
That's fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I actually downloaded True Colors thinking I would play it because that game came out this year, right? And so I was like, man, I should probably try this because I know everybody loves it, and I just didn't get to it.
Oh man, you'll definitely have to try it for 2023.
So funny you say it. We'll talk about that later.
No. And then my top 10 would be Nobody Saves the World.
Oh,
wow!
That's my top 10. I love the artwork on it. I thought I was gonna like play it for.
That's your number 10, right?
Yeah, my number 10. I thought I was gonna play it for like 5-10 minutes. I got hooked on it real quick. But yeah, it's gonna stick to my number 10. But I love it.
I played it on Game Pass.
Yeah.
When I had the free trial and when it dropped, really, really great game.
They just came out with an expansion, the Ice World expansion.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on sale on Switch for that. I think it's like $20 or something.
Yeah,
I think it's a really good deal. Yeah, it's a really good deal.
That is a good deal.
Yeah, man, Nobody Saves the World should have been an honorable mention for me as well.
Yeah.
It's actually towards the top of mine in games I played on Switch this year.
Mine too.
Yes.
What about you, Ed?
Well, for me, I'm just only going to bring about 4. Want to give my honorable mentions to Uwardin Chronicles Rising. This is the game from the team that's making Uwardin Chronicles, who made the goodness, what is the Suikoden? Sorry, Silent Hill was coming to my mind. I'm like, no, they did a different JRPG.
Silent Hill.
Exactly.
Same publisher, I guess, but.
Yes. Elect Head, which is a puzzle game with your head being full of electricity and you have to throw it to make things move around. Really great game. Definitely enjoyed that. Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Great Pokemon games. Definitely do enjoy them. And the reason why they are my honorable mentions is because I'm still playing them. I haven't finished them yet or anything. So those 4 are gonna be on it for it. But my number 10 that I'm starting with is Neon White.
Ooh, I thought that would have been higher on your list.
Nice.
So it would have, but I didn't give it. I'm still playing a lot of it going back trying to get some things, and I love how this game. I'm still trying to get the part of the controls and stuff, but I love the flow of this game. Just jumping around, using cards to attack or to help me get higher and stuff. It's a really great game. I was very excited for this when they showed it in the Nintendo Indie Direct. I think 2 years ago. Before it came out last year, and it was on my must-have games. And so when it dropped, I had to wait a few days to get it because due to work. But when it dropped, I ended up buying it like a few days after it came out, and just I love this game. It literally got missed, and not a lot of people are talking about it. But I love the fact that this parkour card-based style game works so well. And of course it has like a data sim vibe to it and everything. But it's just so good and so enjoyable. It's kind of relaxing, to play for like 10 to 15 minutes and then put it back, or play something else. So Neon White is my number 10.
Nice. Well, my number 10.
Your number 9.
That's what I meant. My number 9 is actually Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I think maybe it would be higher if I played more of it. I actually played probably like 6 or 8 hours of this. Some of it with my nephew because he's obsessed with Pokemon. It's a really good game. Like it's like, it's weird because it's like kind of a Pokemon game, but it's kind of not in a weird way. Like doing quests and kind of doing all these things that actually don't involve your Pokemon at all sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really fun. It kind of reminds me of Dark Cloud in a weird way. Does that make sense?
Wow. Yeah.
And like, just because it takes place in this one town and you're kind of like going out and exploring and doing different things to, improve. And it's just, I think graphically, it's one of the better looking Pokemon games. It definitely looks better than the new ones, right? I don't know if there was an update or whatever, but like when I first started playing this, it kind of looked pretty ugly, to be honest. But then like, I knew there was some stability patches put out, and I know there was some other things put out for this game, and it actually looks quite good and pretty charming, to be honest with you. So, surprised it made my top 10 list, but I was having a blast with it. So, Pokemon Legends Arceus.
All right. Courty, what is your number 9?
My number 9 is going to be Tunic.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I like how it has this Zelda vibes to it. So it's a little bit different, but not at the same time. It's like inspired by Zelda. It's also a fun puzzler, and just like, I don't know, it got me on to being my top 9 just because of like the style it is. I love the art style of it. Just love the,
It's a game I need to get to. I started it, but I put it down because I had just finished Death's Door, and they're just enough of the same type of game to where Tunic felt really slow and cumbersome.
Yeah.
And coming off of Death's Door, it's the same reason why I waited to play Horizon after Zelda, is because like they're too similar yet too different, and I didn't want to compare them. So like Tunic is a game that I desperately want to get to this year.
Yeah.
And just play it because I'm far enough away from Death's Door to like kind of judge it on its own now. By the way, Death's Door, everybody, if you haven't played Death's Door is an amazing game. It's really hard towards the end, but it's really fun.
Oh shoot,
dude, I was getting really good at Joy-Con dodging. Just saying, throwing that out there. But yeah, Tunic, good choice.
Thanks.
By the way, Tunic plushies are coming out this year from that company. So
yes.
Finji, that's their name, right? Finji.
Yeah.
Good choice, Courty. Look
Thank
at that.
you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It's the hair.
Well,
right.
My number 9 is Bayonetta 3.
Nice.
Bayonetta.
And the reason, the reason why I put it real low and I'm still playing this game, and I will say it's because of um work. Took my time away from this game, and then God of War Ragnarok came out, so it was kind of just like, I gotta do one game at a time because I didn't want to get those two confused. But when I played a Bayonetta 3, I'm like, I think in like in 4 missions and stuff, I thoroughly am enjoying. I haven't switched into the characters yet. I'm still playing as Bayonetta, but it literally is funny in the writing in some of the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it's very over the top. I love when they when what's this the black guy, he there's
Ronan.
this
Ronan?
uh, yeah,
Rodin.
Rodon.
Rodon.
Uh, there's they go back to his place, and they're playing all this jazz music. Then you just see something move in the back, and then it's just like hiding around, and it's a Cheshire cat and everything. And I'm just like, what is this cat doing? And so it gets to the point where the cat sets up shop or something, and Ronald just like he hits his hands down like on the counter, just like, that's good and all, but you want to explain me to what this thing is and is doing, and he just like it goes in and does a freeze frame, and the new character. She's just like, Cheshire, and then starts running after it because it like pops out of that big willy and everything. It starts getting on it, and it goes to the dun 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 dun. Dun. It's so funny. I've been watching clips of it and falling out laughing. But the combat is good. Is great. I kind of I I think missing buying moves and stuff is like got it's kind of feels very weird for me and everything. But I am enjoying this game. So number 9 is Bayonetta 3 for me.
Nice. Nice. I guess it's my number 8, right? So
Yes.
this game I know would have been higher if I had just had the time to play more of it, but I played a ton of this game over the break, and I am loving it. I love it way more than the first one because I was trying to power through and I just didn't because the first one didn't grab me the way I wanted it to. But Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is number 8.
Nice.
Ooh.
That game is amazing. Like, I know, Ed, you were talking about it a lot over October-ish and early November, and I probably played like 10 hours of this game, 12 hours of this game over break. Just it's incredible. I haven't gotten to obviously the big story beat that everybody talks about, and I haven't been spoiled on it yet, so don't spoil
I'm
it
gonna
for
tell
me.
you. I'm gonna tell you this. It's got multiple story beats on it. So yeah, it's a game that no one has been spoiled at all. You have to experience it for yourself.
Yeah, I really love this game. I think it's an incredible feat. I think Monolith Soft is Nintendo's secret weapon that
Mm-hmm.
if you play Xenoblade Chronicles if you play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 at all, it's not so secret anymore, right? But man, you should definitely yeah, please.
Yeah,
Please play
you're gonna
Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
you're gonna see. There's gonna be some moments you say, "Wait, what?" and it's gonna make you emotional. That's all I can say. I feel like there's one particular part that replaces one particular part in Final Fantasy VII. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Final Fantasy VII. If you don't know what happens in that game by now, then I haven't even played all of it, and I know what happens. So I mean, anyways, that's my number. 8 game?
8. All right, Courtney, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is going to be Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I played it enough this year. Yeah, heck yeah, farming. I'm a
what game
full-time
you should
farmer.
play if you enjoy farming is Disney Dreamlight Valley.
You mean Animal Crossing?
Disney Dreamlight Valley.
I mean, there is Broom Factory 5 also.
No.
That's true. I have that one too.
I have the collection, and I haven't taken out the box yet. I want to start that game.
You should. It's really good.
It really is. Okay. And I gotta buy Harvester still, but I can't find it nowhere. I'm gonna have to order it.
You should just buy it on Amazon. It's on sale.
Oh, okay. But go ahead, Courty.
Me.
No, that was it. No, there was no Stardew Valley. You're a farmer. I've been playing
Farming.
it.
There's a new update out, I hear.
Yeah, there is. Heck yeah,
This is
there is.
me.
I'm already on it. Farming?
Okay.
This is me hoeing the field so I can plant
Hoeing
the
the field.
seeds. Don't you fall in love with a girl in that game by giving her mayonnaise? That seems.
It's one of the options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
What about you, Ed?
Well, my number 8 is Triangle Strategy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This one, yes, the gameplay is great. I love the strategy game. I'm not really good at strategy games like it, but I am persisting in it. Um, I love the voice acting in here, and the story is very intriguing. Yes, there is a lot of talking, a lot of cutscenes of talking and stuff, but I gotta give it to this game for this for the voice acting and the music. It's very tight and it's very good, and it's just like I really want to buy the soundtrack to Triangle Strategy. If they just did an orchestra soundtrack to this game, I would literally buy it. I'm like, it's that good. And the voice acting, yeah, it has that Octopath Traveler kind of sense, but for like 2D sprite game like this, it's top notch. I won't say top tier, but it's top notch. So my number 8 is Triangle Strategy.
Nice. Well, my number 7. Here's where it gets good, guys. Here are the games that I have put a lot of time into. We'll say a lot of time, a lot of time. My number 7 game is Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Nice.
It's a true. Here's the thing. I still think the first game is going to hold a higher place in my heart because it was such an amazing surprise, right? That game was so good, and the Donkey Kong DLC was great, and the characters were charming and everything. This is just a little step lower than the first one, even though the gameplay is probably better, right? The gameplay is better, I think, and the characters are fun. It's just a more complete version of that first one, So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it's lower than what I originally anticipated, but it is still a wonderful game. I think it is just an amazing game. Those games are so good. I hope we get a third one. Just because I just want more of this. I think these games are awesome. Also, it's
Right.
the best playing Ubisoft game I played on Switch this year. Gosh,
Since the last Mario Rabbids or Rayman Definitive.
I mean,
Or Rayman
Rayman's
Legends.
pretty good.
Okay. Courty, what is your number 7?
My number 7, I had to put it on the list, but it was going to be Legend of Zelda's Link's Awakening.
It's a great game.
Ooh.
I've been playing that one a lot this year, so I put it for my 7th. I'm still stuck. It's a pretty hard game. I feel like you need to
Really?
just to me, I get like
Link's Awakening is
overstimulated.
pretty cumbersome, dude. That game is really like stupidly 90s hard, where it's just like the puzzles don't make sense, right? I mean, use a guide.
The beginning took me like 3 days to try to figure it out. I'm like, okay.
Did you get stuck in the forest too?
Yes, I was like, where am I supposed to go from here? I had to buy the guide, and I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong?
Okay, I'm a 90s kid.
Wait, are you playing the original version? Or are you playing the Switch version?
The Switch version.
Okay.
Yeah, GameStop has a book for it out.
Okay.
I played that game this year too. I'm on the 7th dungeon, and there's 3 games on my list to finish before Fire Emblem comes out, and Link's Awakening is one of them. So
yeah, see, I'm a 90s kid, so I beat the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Switch.
You like old games. We got it. Next.
Yeah. All right. So, well, my number 7 is River City Girls 2.
Oh, nice.
This game is like I said, it's so much fun. It's so deep beating these folks up. I already got to the level cap of 30. I got all the moves. Still buying some stuff. And just like really enjoying it. I think the only part I didn't like in this one is the forest. There's a forest maze that you have to go through, but it's easily able to figure it out and stuff. You eventually go into the Technos uh company. Technos is the people who made River City and Double Dragon because they're all share the same universe, Renegade, stuff like that. There is the boss that you fight is really cool. So it takes you to the first level of Double Dragon on the NES, where you had to go climb some stairs to fight all of these Lindas and stuff. It takes you through combo tribes, enemies, and stuff. It takes you through some of the River City games from the NES. Like they go through. Wait for it did a fantastic job going through all the Technos games and putting them in that they challenge you. And it's part of the boss battle that you have to fight in that game. It's so cool. But yeah, my number 7 is River City Girls 2.
Nice. Well, my number 6 game is a little indie platformer called Super Perils of Baking. It is.
I need to hear about this. I've never heard of this game.
You should play it. It's really good. This is right up your alley. It's like a really fun platformer where it's actually a remake of Perils of Baking, which was like this small indie game on the PSP.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 3D platformer. It kind of reminds me of Mario 3 a little bit. It's kind of an ode to NES platformers, where it's basically a Mario game is what it is, and you're this baker, and as you collect cookies, you raise your stamina, and when you get if you fill your stamina meter all the way up, you get the chef's hat, and if you find the paper bag, you get these whisks that you can throw like Mario fireballs, and it's really fun, man. Like there's secrets that you can find. There's an equivalent to Star Road from Super Mario World that you can go to. It's just a really, really fun platformer from Lilymo. I highly recommend it. It's really fun. Check it out. It's really funny because all the enemies are like cookies and cake, and it's really funny. It's just really funny.
It's $10 on the Switch, and
Yep.
then Perils of Baking is $4.99.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Super Perils of Baking is $10. Just buy it. Really good. Anyways, Courty, it's your turn.
So my next one is going to be Cult of the Lamb.
Ooh,
That's
interesting.
a new one for this show.
It is, yeah.
That's good.
I've been kind of playing it a little bit. I feel like it's like more of my like laid back, hiding from the whole world, but getting world domination at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put it in my top. Heck yeah!
Nice.
Right.
That's a game I wanted to try out.
You should.
Man, I got too many games where I'm gonna have to sink a lot of time into. I've heard a lot about this game. One of the podcasts I listened to called Nextlander. It's a bunch of ex-Giant Bomb guys. They played a lot of it and talked a lot about it this year, so it's on the list.
Yeah.
Yes. What about you, Ed?
My number 6 is Fire Emblem's Three Hopes.
Ooh.
Nice.
This game not only is beautiful, I love the female version of your main character.
Shez is awesome.
Shez. She is everything. Icon. She's icon.
She's
literally icon.
Man. She's awesome.
And of course it's a Warriors game and beating
this is my number
folks
5
up
game, by the way, so we're just gonna have a conversation now, Ed.
Do it.
Okay. This game is just so fun, and the story is really good. It's very interesting. Once again, the cutscenes, I love the artwork. The Fire Emblem, like I gotta give it up to Kobe Tecmo for doing a fantastic job with this series for the past few games.
Mm-hmm.
And Three Houses, like everybody's been going back to playing Three Houses, getting ready for Engage.
Mm-hmm.
And this Warriors game is just so fun and so deep. And it's I won't say that it's a good time killer. That's mostly Tetris, because Tetris will put you in the zone.
Don't get me
Tetris
started with
effect.
Tetris effect. Don't.
uh, but this game is just really fun. And I just love like running around beating folks up and doing my specials, and it's just a great game. And I think it's like about only 12 to 15 hours depending on if you're trying to get everything and stuff. And it's just so fun. So that's my number 6.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Three Hopes.
Yeah,
Corey?
and I really like how they incorporate the Fire Emblem kind of strategy aspect to it, where like there's light strategy to it, but I mean, it's like, oh well, Edelgard needs to use her axe to open this gate or whatever, or Dimitri needs to go over here because this sword counters this whatever really well, right? Like it just does a really nice job of handling the strategy aspect way better than the first Fire Emblem Warriors did, right? Like I think that they really fleshed it out and did a really great job with this. It's like I feel like with these kind of, when they attach IP to the Warriors games, then they do a really good job of incorporating what the mainline series really does well, right?
I think this is the same thing with Zelda, because like the
Mhm.
first Fire Emblem Warriors and the first Zelda Warriors game, they had the IP, but they didn't have no story connected to it. Age of
I mean, they
Calamity
were
had at
good.
least had
They weren't great. I think you can generally say Age of Calamity was at least, I know a lot of people on Boss Rush really liked it a lot. I didn't. I like the characters and I like the story they were telling. I didn't really care for it as much as I do Fire Emblem Warriors, this new one. But yeah, Three Hopes, man, is just, it's incredible, and it's on sale already all the time for like $30.
Yeah, and these like I said, these games have a connection, like have a base, because like with Age of Calamity, they have Breath of the Wild. Hopes has houses, so they have something to fall back on to give them a story and everything. So yeah. Well, Courtney, what is your number 5?
Yeah, it's your
I'm
turn.
going to say Genshin Impact. It's had a lot of updates. It's been also one of the ones I've been playing a lot.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like maybe the top 3 that I've been playing the most is Genshin. I like all the updates.
I feel like I need to play that. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about that. Even like the free-to-play aspect, they say it's not very like, one of my friends said that he's put over 70 hours into it and hasn't paid a dime.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah, it gives you like a lot of benefits, which is nice. Like instead of, you have to buy a battle pass, Fortnite, to get all these cool skins and whatnot. This one, you can like earn it in the land. You earn it, you get wishes, or you can buy the wishes and you get to collect characters from them. They're also changing different like updates. A lot of content creators or influencers, their voices are some of the English dubbed part of the game. Lily Pichu, she's on it. I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
what about you, Ed?
My number 5 is Shredder's Revenge.
Nice.
I beat this game like 4 days after it came out. So fun to play. Got to play with Lamont and David and just some other people from Boss Rush. And we just had such a great time beating this game. I love the 6-player 6-player groupings when you fight and everything, and it's just so cool. And Casey Jones he's good in this, but I think I play mostly as Ralph in this game. So Shredder's Revenge is my number 5. Emu. Oh, go ahead, Corey.
Oh, I was gonna say Shredder's Revenge is my number 2 game actually.
Okay.
So I added my score already, but
any thoughts on it, Corey?
It's a great homage to those old games, right? Like it's just a wonderful pixel art game. I think Emu did a great job of really getting that late 80s, early 90s Turtles feel while making it feel modern. I think the pixel art's great. I think the combat's great. I think adding Casey Jones and Splinter in April was a really fun idea, and adding a 6-player mode was also a really awesome idea.
And and adding those frogs. Oh goodness.
Frogs, gross. It's funny. Side tangent. One of my very first Ninja Turtles was the frog, one of the frogs, and I was like, "What is this?" But I was a crummy little kid, so what do I know? So yeah, that was that's my number 2 game. I think it's a wonderful game.
All right. What is your number 4 game, Courty?
My number 4 game, or are we on 5? We're on number 5.
We're on 4.
No,
Yeah, we're on 4.
What? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I lied. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is my number 4. I think the combat's great. I think the action is great. I think the characters are fun. Obviously, we kind of, just from putting pieces together, I don't know the whole story of Zack yet, obviously, but we kind of know what happens, and the journey to get there is really interesting to me. I know a lot of people say Zack is one of the most important characters in the Final Fantasy VII lore and history, so I'm interested to see his story and why everybody's so obsessed with him. But from what I've played, that game is just, it's awesome. The combat's so good.
Yes.
Nice.
Courty, what is your number 4?
I'm going to say it's Pokemon Violet and Scarlet.
Ooh.
Yeah. I started on it. I've been kind of into it. I haven't played it religiously, but just the style of it, I put it in my top 4. Definitely top 4.
Nice.
What about you, Ed?
My number 4 is Splatoon 3.
Nice.
Beautiful game. I love playing this game with Grayson. Had such a ball. We worked well as a team. It's so cool, and the level design is very great. Like it's very cool in the boss battles. But playing multiplayer, and just going around making sure that I pick this area, or if I gotta help somebody, is to stop the other team member, I roll them over with the roller and then start painting and everything. I try to go to places that no one can see me and stuff. And it's just such fun to play with Grayson, who is a exceptional, great professional player. I love playing with him, and we need to play some more. So Splatoon
He'll be
3
on the show soon. We'll get him on like a week or two, just to hang out and talk Nintendo with us. Because Grayson, like, by the way, talk about somebody who had a good 2022, man. Him getting promoted at Game Rant, lead guides writer. What a guy, man. Probably couldn't ask for a better person to be working for you, to be honest. He's awesome. Wish he'd come work for us, but we can't afford him. I can't even afford you guys. You guys just show up.
We do.
Look, Cory, what is your number 3?
All right, guys, my number 3.
Let's go.
Are you
Top
ready?
3.
Are you ready? Top 3. Number 3. A little game called Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Nice.
I talked a lot about it at the top of the show, obviously. But man, Disney Dreamlight Valley is so addicting and so fun. I put more time into that game over the break than any other game I've played, I think, except for maybe God of War. And I think it's a better game than God of War. I'm going to throw that out there. I've had more fun with it, but that's an opinion I'll say for another day. I think God of War is kind of like, God of War is kind of boring, to be honest. It's super linear. I'm so invested in the Kratos character for like the past 20 years that I need to finish it and see where it goes. But every time I get in the rhythm of playing as Kratos, they make me play as Atreus, and I hate that kid. There's other words I want to use to describe him, but I'm not going to. But Disney Dreamlight Valley, guys, if you are looking for something like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley and you need something to scratch that itch, or you just think a Disney themed version of those games would be fun, this is it. This is it. Still in early access. It's still technically not out yet. It is in early access across the board. But if you pay the $30 founders fee, or if you have Game Pass, it's on Xbox Game Pass, which is where I started playing it. I highly recommend it. It is so fun. There's a few bugs and everything, but I kind of look past those because it's in early access.
Yes, you got to give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
But doing quests for the different Disney characters and stuff, building Scrooge McDuck's store and upgrading it has been, I don't know, what I've been doing. And also, like, I cooked rock soup for a rock monster just to find Elsa in the wintry forest or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Man, good times.
Good times.
All right. Courty, what is your number 3?
So y'all said it, and I'm going to say it, but it's my top 3. It's Pokemon Arceus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I had to put it a top 3. I played it just like over the weekend trying to distract me, and I'd rather live another story than, the last 2 weeks.
Man, there are some games fighting for that top spot right now.
Yeah.
Well, my number 3 is Death's Door. I'm sorry.
Oh, nice.
Death's Door is so good. Oh, I know it came out on Xbox, and I know people loved it on Xbox. But playing this game on Switch is so good. And
Did it come out on Switch this year, or did it come out on Switch last year?
It came out Switch last year.
Okay.
I mean, it came out in 21 for a while. I mean, 6 months after, it came out a while. But I'm like, I fully got invested in 2022 because I just had time to sit down with it and literally play it. And man, it's so good and everything. And it's literally, it's funny as ever. It doesn't really say nothing. And I feel like it's way better than Tunic. Speed wise, direction wise, progressing. Like, I love being that grandma up throwing the pots and stuff. And then just finding the secret weapons and everything. It's just so good playing Death's Door. And I hope they make a Death's Door too. So that's going to be my number 3. Courty, your number 2 you already gave. So Courty, what is your number 2?
My number 2, so it's not a Switch game. Hopefully not yet. But it's Stray. Oh. Hopefully not yet, but it's Stray. I loved Stray. It was so good. I played it way too much.
Yeah.
It will. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's my number 2.
And my number 2 is Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Nice.
Yes, I love this game. It's so funny, very challenging at some parts. And the ending is probably one of the most insane endings that I have seen for 2022. Grayson knows what I'm talking about. Courtney, you played it to the end, right?
I played it to the end.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about this is some Dragon Ball Z nonsense, and I loved it. So number 2,
takes you back from childhood. That's what it does. It's like, oh,
I fell out laughing about this.
Yeah.
So Kirby and the Forgotten Land is my number 2. Cory, what is your number 1?
Well, it's a game that came out on Switch this year. It came out a few years ago, but it came out on Switch this year. It has been hyped for so long that I thought this game was just going to be overhyped and I was just not going to enjoy it at all. But it turned out to be my favorite game I played this year and something that I really want to finish within the next week or so. Nier Automata is my game of the year for Switch.
I knew it.
It's so wonderful. It's such a great game. The combat is fun. The characters are kind of weird and quirky. The way that like robots and androids are like fighting against each other because of humans is weird, and it's just like this weird story that's going places, and I'm really enjoying it. So I don't really have a lot else to say about Nier Automata except that if you like action games and RPGs, you should play this. Definitely I would argue it's Platinum's best game by far.
Ooh, that's that's a discussion. That's
Yeah.
I mean, I think like Bayonetta 2 and
from you.
Astral Chain would probably be the next two, but
Yeah,
I think this is their best game by far.
best one. Courtney, what is your number one?
Oh gosh, you've guessed it right. It's gonna be Animal Crossing.
Ah,
It's
Okay.
my
gross.
number one. It passed Disney Valley because like I don't know. I enjoy like childhood stuff, and I've played Animal Crossing since GameCube. So I'm that's my baby. I'm gonna carry it with me all the way down to wherever it's going to go.
Mm.
It's Animal Crossing.
Okay. Well, my number one, and everybody, with a shadow of doubt, I think this game is going to automatically be our Nintendo Power Block Game of the Year 2022.
Uh-oh.
The one, the only, and the people who know me know where I'm about to go. Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
From character design, you want to talk about, well, would Nintendo ever do a game with narrative and story? This is the game. The game pulls no punches with its story. It's engaging and engrossing. The music, the cutscenes, the voice acting, like it. Even the plot, people say, well, it's too anime. Trust me, a lot of games that's not anime is very anime-ish. This game is so, it's just, it pulls you in, and the side quest that is beyond the side quest. And the reason I say that is because you'll get a side quest, and then while doing that side quest, you got to do that same more of that side quest. So it's like on top of each other. The characters that you meet that come into your group, the level, like the levels that you go up, like, yes, it is a 100-hour RPG, but most of that time is because of the side quests. The main game, definitely with the grinding and stuff, you could probably beat it within 45 to 50 hours depending on how much you grind. The worlds are beautiful. It's just like it's just so engrossing, engaging, like I said, and captivating. Like, you do feel a certain type of way when you go throughout this game, and pretty much for a lot of the chapters, you'd be like, wait, what? No, wait, what? And if you even go on YouTube and you see some reactions to some of the stuff, you will see a lot of crying in this
Yeah.
game from a lot of men. People who think they're big and bold, and then they play this game and they bust down in tears, falling apart. Like, that's how moving this game is. And the combat is fun too. So, my number one, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Um,
Nice.
Nice.
so everybody, that is our list. Corey, did you have
Woo!
some underscore?
I'm doing the math right now. If you guys could just kind of talk about riff on something while I do the math.
So I will say, we have a big year for 2023 when it comes to Nintendo games.
Yes.
Definitely within this month we have Fire Emblem Engage, which we'll probably be talking more in February because I think it comes out at the end of the year and stuff. Um, we got some first party game. We got I don't know when the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters drop or and stuff, but that's going to be another game that we're going to be looking out for to. Metroid Prime 4, Nintendo, you got to show something. Pikmin 4, we got to get more in depth. Of course, we're going to be talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie. That's probably going to be one of the big things across Boss Rush in general. So, because I'm excited for that movie, I can't wait to watch it and have discussions. And I don't know how we're gonna do a Pop Block episode about it, without spoiling anything. So I think we're gonna probably just give it a week after it comes out. That everybody's seen it. That following Monday. Not really talk about it or stuff, but that's in 2 weeks we'll talk about it and stuff after it comes out, and give our opinions about it and everything.
Yeah.
So we do got a lot of stuff planned for the coming months, and last but not least, we do have E3 also
Woo.
coming back this year. So we are excited to see what Nintendo has planned. I think it may probably still be a Tuesday that Nintendo releases something, and maybe we get back to seeing what Treehouse got to showcase for some of their games and get a special announcement. Because sometimes there are special announcements during the Treehouse presentation that we didn't know or anything that they didn't do in the Nintendo Direct, because it was a Metroid game that got announced during Metroid Samus Returns. That got announced during Treehouse. That was in the Nintendo Direct. And we just like, wait, what was this? And that's when we found out Mercury Steam was working on the series, which I have a feeling they're going to be having. I think they got a game for us for this year.
Yeah.
With Nintendo. What it's gonna be, I really don't know. But by the looks of it, I could see Mercury Steam take do a Kid Icarus game or do the remake of the first game for Kid Icarus. I would be interesting. And who knows what Sakurai is playing since he's semi-retired. He might have.
Right.
But Corey, are you good?
Yeah, give me like 2 seconds. Yeah, I have our top 10. We actually have a tie for 10th place, so I'm trying
Oh,
to.
snap.
So this list turned out way different than I thought it was, but that's okay. It's really cool. So I'm going to read from 10 to 1, everybody. This is for Nintendo Pow Block and Boss Rush Games and Boss Rush Media's Nintendo Game of the Year. Surprise. May shock you. Tied for number 10 at 5 points, we have Super Perils of Baking and Cult of the Lamb. At number 9 with 7 points, we have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Number 8 with 7 points, we have Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Number 7 with 8 points, we have Disney Dreamlight Valley. Number 6 with 9 points, we have Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. Number 5 with 10 points, we have Nier Automata. Number 4 with 10 points, we have Pokemon Legends Arceus. Number 3 with 11 points, we have Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Number 2 with 13 points, we have Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Nice.
At number 1 with 15 total points, the Nintendo Pow Block Game of the Year is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Woo.
Really?
I'm
Yep.
shocked. I thought Arceus was really going to get up there because we all said
I thought
something.
Xenoblade was going to get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's where we're at.
Nice.
And
Congratulations, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, so 1 to 10. 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. 3, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. 4, Pokemon Legends Arceus. 5, Nier Automata. 6, Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. 7, Disney Dreamlight Valley. 8, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. 9, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. 10, a two-way tie between Cult of the Lamb and Super Perils of Baking.
Nice.
Strong list.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is
Surprise, though. No Bayonetta. I'm shocked. Neon White didn't make it, which I didn't play Neon White, so maybe that would have been different. But a lot of plus everything that didn't come out on Switch or came out years ago were DQ'd for the 2022 Game of the Year, which I think is okay. But I mean, you think of the games that were left off this list, right? Like Splatoon 3 easily could have been in a top 10 list. Triangle Strategy, Tactics Ogre, I mean, we didn't even get to stuff like Overwatch 2 and Atari 50 and Lego Star Wars, and 13 Sentinels came out this year on Switch, right? So Persona 5 probably should have been on this top 10 list if we all took the time to play it, which none of us did.
Yeah.
So sorry, everybody. But I think this is a pretty solid list. A lot of different games on this list.
Yeah.
And kind of shows where our team is at in terms of. I'm shocked that Ninja Turtles is number 1. I thought Xenoblade 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like I said, Turtles, Shredder's Revenge is a really great game, and it deserves to be like on the
Yeah.
list, like higher up.
And
So,
both Pokemon releases on this list.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So, well, everybody, that's it for our game of the year discussion, and that's gonna be it for this week's Nintendo Power Block. We are excited to be back. Courtney, where can we find you?
You can find me on you can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Twitter, and I'm working on Instagram right now. But it's all Courty_Yikes.
Corey, where can we find you?
you can find me at I am Courty HC on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me on other podcasts as well. I am going to shout out here real quick that starting this episode and next episode, which you will probably have already heard, but our housekeeping and Patreon producers and even our outros where you can find us and everything are all going to be pre-recorded so we can spend more time within the episode, because the last couple of weeks I kind of been going through episodes and we've been spending a lot of time on outros and Patreon, explaining what Patreon is and where to find us and stuff. So that's all going to be pre-recorded so we can spend more time talking about what we love to do, and that's video games and Nintendo. So
Yeah.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at ThatVertical. Also, you can check us out on our Discord for Boss Rush Media, Boss Rush Games. And also check us out on our YouTube page at Boss Rush Media. With that, everybody, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Happy New Year to you all. It's great to be back. And with that, everybody, we'll see you. Yes. And with that, everybody, we'll see you next time on Nintendo Pow Block. Woohoo! Nintendo Pow Block is a product of Boss Rush Media, LLC, and is recorded from our headquarters in Akron, Ohio. The show is hosted by me, Edward Varnell. My co-hosts are Corey Dirrig and Courty Yikes. You can find Corey at I am Corey in HD on Twitter and Instagram, as well as hosting the Boss Rush Podcast and Tower Casuals, the Destiny Podcast. You can find Courty at Courty_Yikes on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. You can find me at ThatVertical on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Nintendo Pow Block on all social media platforms at Pow Block Podcast. You can also follow Boss Rush Media and Boss Rush Network on all major social media platforms. Join the Boss Rush Network Discord and Facebook groups to interact with other friends and fans. Visit bossrush.net for more great content and patreon.com/bossrushmedia to learn how you can support this show. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.